In a small village nestled at the edge of a dense forest, there lived a hard-working farmer named Ravi. Every day, he toiled in his fields from sunrise to sunset, growing crops to support his family. One year, however, the summer was especially harsh. The river that ran through the village had dried up, and the crops were wilting under the relentless sun. With no water source in sight, Ravi's hopes of saving his harvest dwindled by the day. One evening, as he was walking home, he noticed a well on the property of his neighbor, a cunning and miserly man named Bola. The well had water deep within it, glistening in the moonlight. Seeing this, Ravi had an idea. The next morning, he approached Bola with a humble request. "Brother Bola," Ravi said politely, "I see that your well has water, and I'm in desperate need of it to save my crops. Would you be willing to sell it to me?" Bola was known for being crafty and always looking for ways to outsmart others. However, he saw an opportunity to make some money from the situation. After some haggling, they agreed on a price, and Ravi paid the sum with all the savings he had left. Relieved and grateful, Ravi thought he had secured a way to keep his crops alive. The next morning, armed with a couple of buckets, Ravi eagerly went to draw water from the well. But just as he was lowering his bucket, Bola came running up to him, waving his hands. "Stop right there, Ravi," Bola shouted, with a sly grin. "You have bought the well? Yes, but I did not sell you the water inside it. If you want to use the water, you'll have to pay me separately for it." Ravi was stunned. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. "But you sold me the well," he protested. "How can I own the well without having the right to use the water in it?" Bola, however, was adamant. He crossed his arms and smirked, refusing to let Ravi draw even a drop of water without additional payment. Helpless and angry, Ravi realized that he had been tricked. But rather than arguing further, he decided to seek justice. Ravi traveled to the court of the emperor, a wise and fair ruler known for his ability to solve disputes. After listening to Ravi's complaint, the emperor summoned his most trusted courtier, Birbal, to resolve the matter. Birbal was known throughout the land for his wit and intelligence. When Bola arrived at the court, he was confident that he could twist the situation to his advantage. "Your Majesty," he said with feigned innocence, "I did sell the well to Ravi, but I did not sell the water inside it. The water still belongs to me." Birbal listened to Bola's argument with a calm expression, then turned to him and said, "I understand your point, Bola. You are claiming that you sold only the well, but not the water within it. Is that correct?" "Yes, exactly," Bola replied, a triumphant look on his face. "In that case," Birbal continued, "since the well belongs to Ravi, you are unlawfully keeping your water in his property. You have two choices. Either pay rent to Ravi for storing your water in his well, or remove all the water from his well immediately." Bola's face went pale. He realized that he had been outsmarted. There was no way he could remove all the water from the well, and paying rent for it would only cost him more than he could afford. Realizing that his trick had backfired, he quickly apologized to Ravi and promised never to cheat anyone again. Ravi, grateful for the justice he received, thanked the emperor and Birbal. He was allowed to draw as much water as he needed, saving his crops and restoring hope for his family. As for Bola, he returned home humbled, having learned a valuable lesson. From that day forward, the villagers spoke of the emperor's wisdom and Birbal's cleverness, and they also understood that dishonesty, no matter how cleverly disguised, would eventually lead to one's downfall.